メイ。愛してる。
え？
Most romance anime usually end after the characters become a couple. A chain of events leads them to grow close and develop romantic feelings over the course of the show. At the end of the series, they realize their feelings for each other and bond after a touching confession. However, the romance anime where confession is the ultimate goal gives no insight into the life of the characters after they become a couple. It can often be disappointing for fans who were rooting for their favorite couple not to be able to see their heartwarming interactions. While crushes and nervous confessions are a fun sight to see, what comes next? And it is that the awkward beginnings of a relationship and the blossoming of a strong bond between two characters is what many people would like to see. This is why I bring you 7 incredible animes where there is already an established couple from the very beginning. Taiou Noo Otome. This story is about the youngest son of the Shima family, Tamahiko Shima, who leads a happy life during the Taisho era. But when he not only loses his mother in a terrible accident, but also injures his right hand so badly that he can no longer use it, the young writer falls into a deep depression. As a result, he is disowned by his family and sent into exile into the mountains of Chiba. There, he barely survives until he meets Yuzuki Tachibana, who has been sent by her family to take her home as her wife and make sure she doesn't sink completely into her loneliness. At first, Tamahiko doesn't know what to do with the cheerful girl, but the closer they get to her, the more he becomes attracted to her. However, they soon become involved in the contemporary events of the early 1920s, and Tamahiko's family also interferes in their relationship. And well, this anime is focused on the same era as Gothic, and if you like Gothic, I think you'll love this one too, since there are also important events in the 90s that take place, and not only that, but the relationship between the two is super nice. Toni Kaku Kawai. A boy named Nasa wonders why people laugh at his name. He eventually finds out that his name was taken from the American organization NASA. He vows to become such a great man that when people hear NASA's name, they think of him. When he returns home after receiving his scores from a mock exam to enter Japan's highest ranked high school, he sees a girl so beautiful that he wants to talk to her. He goes to do it and gets hit by a truck. The girl protects him, and that's the only thing kept him from dying on impact. Adrenaline kicks in, and he ignores 2 broken legs and a concussion to come after her. When he meets her, he asks her out. She says only if he marries her, and says yes right away. Despite this, 2 years pass before he sees her again. She appears and formally introduces herself as Tsukasa, and brings with her a marriage form. Nasa plays along and completes it. One trip to the district office later, and the 2 of them are officially married. Skite Inayo. After saving her from a terrifying incident, Yamato meets May, a quiet girl who has a hard time expressing anything. Yamato, on the other hand, is outgoing and popular. He takes an interest in May and decides to ask her out. However, May is not used to this new attention and struggles to deal with Yamato's feelings. Plus, she now has to learn to stand up for her dismissive classmates who don't understand why May would draw attention to the ever-popular Yamato. The series follows her as she learns to feel and express her emotions, as well as defend against herself as Yamato's girlfriend. Suki ga kirei. This anime has possibly one of the most realistic themes for a romance anime. Unnecessary drama aside, this anime focuses on the ups and downs of a couple's love life. After the 2 characters, Akane and Kotaro, start dating, they have to deal with the many ups and downs in their romantic relationship as they try to overcome their personal flaws. Kotaro Azumi and Economy Zuno first became classmates in their 3rd year of high school. However, the two of them were too shy to talk to each other. Fortunately, they ended up at a sports club during the sports festival. After some awkward meetings, the two grew closer through their conversations. One day, Kotaro was finally able to work up the courage to ask Akane out, changing the dynamic of their relationship. Nisekoi. Raku is the son of the Yakuza Shuegumi faction leader, while Chitoge is the daughter of the rival Yakuza faction. After a certain incident, they start to dislike each other. However, to their dismay, they are forced into a fictional relationship to keep the peace between their families. However, they slowly begin to develop real feelings for each other. Although most relationships begin with love, Nisekoi presents a different case. The characters Raku and Chitoge get together early, not for love, but for a facade. The two started off on a rough note. The only reason they agreed to keep the fake relationship going was to keep a truce between their families. However, despite the rocky start, over time they begin to open up to each other until they truly fall in love. Horimiya. Hori-san is revered by her classmates as a popular, outgoing, and cheerful girl, while Miyamura-kun is considered a quiet nerd who sits in the corner of the class. The real appeal of these protagonists is their hidden sides. Hori-san is actually boisterous, studious, impulsive, and spends most of her time taking care of her little brother rather than at social events, and Miyamura-kun is covered in piercings and tattoos and turns out to be terrible at the school. The two discover each other's hidden sides accidentally, which quickly brings them closer to each other. The two enjoy the intimacy of their secret and learn to love each other's presence and quickly fall in love. And although the two characters, Hori and Miyamura, started dating early, the development didn't feel rushed. Wakunikoy. For people who have had enough of high school romances and are looking for a change, this anime might be the best choice. This anime focuses on two adult office workers who are also otaku. Our protagonist, game-loving Hidetaka and manga enthusiast Narumi, are childhood friends who meet again after many years in an office job. Feeling like their personalities matched just like when they were little, the two wasted no time establishing their romantic relationship. However, this does not go well since the two lack experiences in the romantic field, starring several funny situations.